Turn the page, live your life every day. Don't let anybody.
Hey, Mike Foster here. Having a walk and talk, talking about bucket list. What's on your bucket list? So a bucket list, wish list, things to do before you die list, however you want to call it. They call it a bucket list. I think they're interesting because I think that it's important to have a bucket list of stuff that you want to accomplish in your life. And it can be anything from, owning a house to climbing Mount Everest to hosting Saturday Night Live, which, by the way, is on my bucket list. Now, the thing about a bucket list, it's yours, it's personal. Now, do they all have to be attainable? Like, you want to fly? Or you want to have x-ray vision? Well, if that's on your bucket list, good luck. Maybe something like that will happen. But what if on your bucket list is you want to be first astronaut to visit Mars? Well, it would take a lot of work, but it could happen. Could happen if you're young enough and, the technology advances in the next 20 to 50 years. But one of the things, and I did mention Saturday Night Live. I always loved that show, and I always have been a performer. I majored in theater in college, and I do these videos, and I enjoy hearing myself talk, and I think I have a good sense of humor. So I really, that's something that I'd love to do, or even just be on the show. That's on my bucket list. What else on my bucket list? The Academy Awards are this week. I've always wanted to go to the Academy Awards. I've always wanted to write a screenplay and have a film that was nominated, and of course it would be great as part of the bucket list to win an Academy Award. These are far-fetched goals, but are they? I've written screenplays, I've worked on movies, and that's another thing on my bucket list. I'd like to get a screenplay published. I'd like to get, besides my self-published books, I'd like to get a lot of my novels I've written published. Those are on my bucket list. I'd like to maybe have a film career in the next few years after I retire from my first job. I've attained a lot of things on my bucket list already. I've had an amazing life. I've done lots of stuff. But there's more. I'd like to travel the world with my wife, specifically see some of my roots in Europe. And that's attainable. I don't like the long plane rides, but if you want to do things like that, you have to. I want to see every state, visit every state in this country. I've visited them all. I think I'm missing just a handful. I don't think I've been to Louisiana, some of those states down there, but I've been to Hawaii, I've been to Alaska, I've been on both coasts. I've been up and down quite extensively. I've driven across the country 8 times or 10 or 12 times. I've driven across the country by myself from California to New England. I think I did that in 3.5, 4 days. So I've been adventurous. I don't want to bungee jump. That's not on my bucket list. I don't want to climb a mountain. That's not on my bucket list. I don't want to go into a shark cage and look at a shark. That's not on my bucket list. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I don't want to skydive. That is not on my bucket list. It could be on yours. So what is on your bucket list? I told you a lot of stuff on my bucket list. Is it attaining wealth? Is it buying a house? Is it having a good relationship? Is it becoming something that you're striving to become? A doctor, a lawyer, politician? It could be anything. It could be something as simple as you want to have healthy children. Watch them grow up. Another thing on my bucket list, I want to live to be 100. And I'm doing everything I can. Knock wood. Now, do I want to win $1 million in the lottery? No, that's not on my bucket list. I don't care. If someone handed me $1 million, I wouldn't throw it at them. I'd keep it. So, a bucket list, things that you haven't done that you want to do in your lifetime. And remember, just about everything that you put on your bucket list, through hard work, some effort, of course, some little luck, but the desire to dream, You can attain quite a bit. So I'm welcome to hear what your bucket lists are. I told you some of mine. And for more videos like this, check out Live Life 365, which was also one of my bucket lists, creating a website that helps people, and also having millions of views on YouTube and reaching millions of people worldwide. Another thing on my bucket list. So think about that. Until next time, peace.
Live life 365.